I was doing. And if you harass me again, I'm going to have to file a complaint, possibly join the citizen's arrest.
So you didn't ID? Can anybody read a badge or a name or anything?
No. So we have Corporal Jones.
Yeah. What would you ID to a blind guy? Can you tell me your name, please?
Go ahead.
No?
Now we come for backup. Wow.
You on the radio?
Yep. Well, as we go for backup, now we're going to go live.
Can you get 9? You were 10-1.
There's a corporal. Yeah.
Did he identify for you?
No. Somebody said there's a Corporal Jones. Is there another guy over here?
Yeah, Corporal Jones is there. He's actually
Sergeant Ricky 11.
Oh, there's a sergeant. Hey, Sergeant, can you give me your name?
I start towards.
Are you talking to me?
Whoever the sergeant.
I can't. The wind's in my ear. What are you saying?
No, are you the sergeant?
No, I am not.
Oh, you're Jones?
I am Corporal Jones.
Okay, so then with the sergeant.
The sergeant's within a armed reach of you.
Okay, can I get your name?
For what?
I'm just curious, like who's employed over here by the city, and maybe need to follow up with a complaint.
You guys can walk right in there in front.
The front's open?
Yeah.
Because the handicap side wasn't open.
Did you hit the buzzer and ask to open the door?
No, I couldn't see that there was a buzzer.
Yeah. You've got all your friends here with you that obviously can see, and I mean, all you've got to do is push a button.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
and they'll let you.
Well, that's something we can address too. Like, if a handicapped person uses the handicap entrance, how do they know if I can't see that there's a buzzer? Let me in.
Yeah.
But you're saying the front is open?
Yes, and now I'm explaining to him all he's got his friends here that can see. All he's got to do is press the button.
Why don't you explain what really happened? You were
I'm
walking
just trying to.
around,
I'm trying to get this guy's name.
You tried to elicit information from us, and now you won't identify yourself. Like, I see that your ring has a blue line on it. You know what I mean? You don't honor an oath to the blue line in your brothers. You honor an oath to the Constitution. Lieutenant Johnson, can you please identify this man, please?
Yeah, this is Sergeant Wall.
Okay.
Here's,
All right.
You're here to come inside, I assume.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna check out,
Okay.
and we got a complaint maybe to follow up.
The
with
lot that you're on right now is a gated lot. You guys can't be back here on this lot. He can.
There's no restricted access. It just says no.
Yeah, it's property that's fenced off from the public.
But it has to be clearly marked.
Right. Or you have to be notified, which is what I'm doing now. So I'm notifying you now. You don't need signage when you're notified.
Okay.
So the property that you guys are on right now is gated, so you can't be back here. We can walk out here, you can be on the sidewalk all day long, you just can't be back here.
All right.
That's how trespass works.
Yeah, can we get a complaint form, or we have to go inside for that?
Right, and I will address you, but I'm not going to take 20 people with me. So the rest of you guys can come with me. We're all headed back out to the sidewalk.
How about the handicap parking? I'm handicapped, he's handicapped.
Right, we'll walk out here. Anyone who is handicapped, who is trying to come inside and do something can do that. I just can't have like all 10 of you back here filming on an area you can't be in. So step out here with me, and then we'll go from there. Anyone that's handicapped can remain here with these officers.
Is the filming dangerous?
Is the filming dangerous?
Is there anything wrong with filming? What's wrong with it?
No, if you're staying, I'll talk to you. You can film all day back here if you're handicapped and utilizing our handicapped entrance.
So do you think we can get better signage up? Clarifying that? Because it just says no, only please park. Can we get better
that would be up to the city. I'm not charging you. I'm not here arresting you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're on a, thank you, Sergeant Hall.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, Sergeant Hall.
Trespass works in two ways. There can be signage, and there can also be someone that notifies you. Just like in your home.
Sure.
You know, you don't post signage.
I think most of the guys are familiar with that. What they're saying is that they didn't see any place signage, but if you're telling them that this is private or this is restricted area, then then the request that we're making.
It's obviously gated, and I'll be honest, I don't think you guys are dangerous or anything.
Yeah.
This is obviously a protest issue, and I understand that, but I just can't have you back here in this area.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we just can't
we walked through and I saw handicap parking when one of the guys was driving his handicap. So we pulled up.
We do allow access back here because we don't have a proper handicap ramp out front.
Right.
And so there's a protocol where like you push a button, and I know it's cumbersome to push a button and come in the back, and so we're certainly willing to accommodate it.
Do you know Donna Gray with the city, the disability coordinator?
I know her. I mean, I don't know her.
All right.
Like.
Well, I'll send her an email, and if you got an email that you can tell me, I can forward you or copy you on it to let her know about that handicap access. That the you can get simple like motion detecting audio cue to let somebody know, hey, there's a button. You know, you just put it right above the button. Does that make sense?
You have a suggestion about
Mr. Hall said that there's a button, but I didn't know there was a button to let me in. You know, that makes
I'm
sense.
giving you a directive.
Yeah.
You don't give me directions.
I just gave you directive because I'm a taxpayer.
All right.
You don't treat people that way and refuse to identify. You shoot bullets. We shoot frames per second.
I identified myself. Okay.
Yeah, after you were given a directive by K.S. Allison. Hey, it's people like, it's bad cops like you that get good cops like these guys hurt.
Okay. Just relax here. Calm down.
All right. So why do we have to do it?
Who needs to get inside for handicap reasons? And who?
I think multiple people might want access for complaint forms or records
Yeah, now we
requests.
don't like to file complaints. He'd like access he has handicap access.
Okay.
Which is right. He came, but I think we'd all like to file complaints today against Sergeant Hall and Vance. And I think the people watching live should not call.
It's Nance.
I don't know if you're not that
That sounded expensive.
No. If you're going to file a complaint, you need to know my correct name.
Well, then you please get
So
back to it.
I just gave it to him. We'll deal with one issue at a time. Okay.
618.
I can address him. I can't address you and him at the same time. So if you want to stand by, are you not familiar with the complaint process? I'll certainly.
Here? No, not here. Not here. I'm not familiar with the process here.
So if you want to file a complaint, stand by. We'll get with you on that information. And you, sir, wanted.
Mike,
Hey, okay.
What is it that you needed?
Same
today?
thing, just a complaint.
Just access inside.
Yeah, you're just gonna go in and we didn't know if this was open today. Is the lobby open today?
If you push the button, you can get in there.
Okay.
And it is the public lobby, so like
Right.
if you wanted to walk in that lobby and film, you can, but
Right.
it's just a lobby.
Yeah. Well, I think that's everybody was just checking to see what kind of
There is no
accessibility
one. There's no one here from Professional Standards.
Right.
So
for the complaints, but you have forms, right?
Well, I will probably just forward the information myself.
To them?
I don't have a physical form.
Standardized form.
I'll take
Okay.
your name.
We addressed this a while ago, and I guess it didn't make it to the chief. I know you said a new chief.
There is an email I know that has this, and it probably has a link to the form. If you'll give me a chance to do that, I can go in there and look for that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll give you a card. You can email.
I think
You got one
we've
of
got your card. I know you've been here.
Yeah.
So there's an email that
this
talks
has gotten like worldwide national attention. Like people are not happy with how some you guys here have handled some things and how other places in the county and nearby counties have handled things for the public. So we're just trying to, like you said, it's part of the protest issue, part of its accountability issue.
Let me address this gentleman, and then we'll go
Yeah,
from
sure.
there. So everybody wants a complaint. I'll answer your question. The answer to your question is, in the state of North Carolina, okay, you can trespass in a couple of ways. Your home doesn't have a trespass sign on it, but if I walk into your home, I'm probably going to have some problems. You would notify me.
So you verbally trespassed them?
You would say, Lieutenant Johnson, you can't come
So you
in.
verbally trespassed them?
I verbally trespassed.
These guys? I'm not here. I wasn't here, so I don't know.
Oh, no.
You
Yeah,
told them to leave?
I told them they have to leave office.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, it's actually not restricted. You told them to leave. They have to leave to the public easement.
Yeah.
But it's not restricted. If you want it restricted, put up signage, make it restricted. But since you told them to leave, they have to leave, of course.
I think we're dealing with semantics here.
Well, there's no sign. No, there's no signage.
Yeah, on this access, is there any signs?
I'll say this.
Of course.
It is
There's
gated
some caution
property.
tape.
It's a gate
Okay.
right
I can
here.
tell you-
Any property that's secured, with a
It's
gate
not
or fence or
secure.
anything like that.
Listen, look, any day of the week, I can walk up in here, you arrest me with trespass without telling me to leave. If I didn't leave, that is trespass. But if you arrest me just for being in there, I'd beat that all day long. I'm just telling you, I'd beat it all day long.
Right. I wouldn't arrest you. That's exactly what I do.
Exactly, and if you told me to leave, I'd leave. If you told me to leave, I would leave.
There. That is where officers have their vehicles.
It's a parking lot, but it's not restricted and fenced off.
Well, I guess what I'm telling,
So Casey, if you want to restrict
we're on the same page here, which is right now you guys have to be on the
So if we had parked in there, we could, after this encounter, go back to our vehicle, get our vehicle and leave, and we wouldn't be arrested for trespass if we parked back in there, correct?
Yeah, but you
If we was
can't
handicapped,
park in there. Like you wouldn't be able to get in.
It's handicap parking, right?
the handicap, that says handicap parking, and you was explaining that earlier.
It's not inside the gated area.
He was actually identified by.
Yeah, it is. It's true. It's true. It's true. That's fine. Yeah, the handicap parking is through a lifted area. It's like right around. It's right by the ramp.
Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, we're not here going to arrest. So you're asking me a question. If you were in there, would we come and arrest you? No, we'd probably do it like we're doing it now.
Let's say we parked back there, would you let us go back there and retrieve our car after we're done?
Because you do this shit on camera.
Without arresting?
Certainly. I mean, we wouldn't. If your car is somehow gets on the property, we would let you get your car off the property.
Well, I seen the handicap parking sign, that's why I assumed if one of us was to park back there, whatever, that if we did do that, we could go back and get our car.
Thank you.
But I'm not saying we did or we didn't, I just noticed there was a handicap parking sign right there.
Are we doing hypothetical? Do you have a vehicle back there you need to get? Is that-
No, it's not.
He's hypothetical. Yeah,
Okay.
we're on the same page.
Hypothetically
Yeah.
speaking, yes. If your car was back there, we'd let you get your car.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
And,
All right. So
Are you-
I'm going to try to help. I'm going to get you your
Check on the
complaint
form or
form or
something?
get you something.
Yeah, great.
Here.
I need to get inside and use the restroom.
He's doing a great job.
Right.
to
We'll let you
de-escalate
use the restroom.
situation,
Do you need
explain
anything?
their
I would like to be able to go in the lobby and do a little quick film tour.
Sure.
Find out where things are.
where other folks
I think.
And I
probably-
assume you guys will want to join.
Probably
Absolutely.
most likely. They just want to check out the. We just want to check out the public area. Find
Yeah,
out.
sure.
We'll look at that.
Is the gentleman over here? Are you coming with us?
yes.
Are we all going together?
By the way, I appreciate de-escalating the situation.
Some kumbaya.
Bye, Felicia. I'm here with, Black Justice, who's now passed.
Are you an attorney?
No, that'd be nice if I was, right?
Well, I don't know. You were pitching the legal stuff, so I thought.
Well, I'm
maybe
just
you were.
telling you, that's how it is. If it's not, they're not aware. And
Can somebody look to see if they trimmed those? There are some bushes here that were overhanging. Are they not overhanging anymore?
I don't think they're
All right, cool.
from my perspective.
So they fixed that. Find out, please.
Oh, wow, we can have
Yeah.
A lot of people don't.
What about hey LT? You have you guys fixed these handrails yet?
I like it that you're.
You're asking me yet? I don't know what
yeah.
that means since the last time you were here.
Yeah. So Don,
As soon as I get your friends,
Yeah.
their tour,
Sure.
then I'm gonna run back and jump on the computer
All right.
and find out.
Yeah.
do the facial recognition.
Yeah. No. This is one of the things I pointed out to Donna that it sticks out. So I think I was coming out one day from this way and got caught up like right on my gut. Yeah. Because it's above the threshold. I think it's like 27 inches.
Yeah.
I'm really far away.
Are you really from Texas?
Yeah, that's my deal.
Did you come here for the protest stuff?
No,
Just
I
for you
didn't come
guys,
here
man.
Well, actually, there are two reasons why we came here, but that's one of them, yes.
Okay.
This isn't mine, I'm just holding it for that guy.
Is everybody?
Some people are more local. Some
Are
people
you
are
guys
from around.
all local, or?
No, I'm from Oklahoma,
There's a
but
mix.
I live in
Got a
Texas.
mixed bag.
I'm gonna say half of us are not.
Oh, yeah?
Part of we'll go with that. Some, and the majority of us are not from here. I don't think any of us is actually local to this city.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of interactions with this town, this whole county, and we're just not asking for that.
It's it's a tough world these days. You got a lot of people who are expressing their rights more, and it gets harder for cops. There's no doubt. It's difficult for us as well, because you guys can sit at home and kind of study the ins and outs and know exactly what you can do, and then sometimes an officer, they get put on the spot, instantly, and trying to make that call as to where that line is, what's legal, what's not.
Yeah, and if it said restricted access or authorized personnel, and they were back there, you could arrest them all day long. But the point is, it doesn't say that.
It's pocket.
It does say employee parking.
I'm not arguing with you.
No, and I'm not trying to do that either. I'm
Yeah,
just telling you, as far as the semantics of things, if it doesn't say authorized personnel or.
We would never arrest you just because you were back there.
No, I'm just saying. but-
Right. I guess, so what I was saying to you is, it's gated, which is kind of a clear indication that we're not gonna put signs, the city of Greensboro is not gonna put signs up there that's like absolutely nobody, no trespass,
You got a
because it
slight,
looks
you got
bad.
a slight
Yeah, we're
gate
open to the
and a
public.
slight fence. It's not really gated off like you're trying to put it. I'm not trying to argue with you, I'm just saying it.
Yeah, and I would never go to the city of Greensboro and be like, y'all need to gate this and put a sliding gate. We don't want that.
Some PDs do though.
I think some PDs need to. I mean, there are some PDs where, you know, like, people will literally come on the property and try to assault.
Yeah.
We've been blessed and lucky in Greensboro. I think I like to say we have a good enough relationship.
Y'all can, you guys can get your tags redacted, so what's the big issue if someone gets a picture?
Pardon?
You can get your tags redacted as law enforcement. As far as you register it with the police.
Oh, you're asking me why we wouldn't want people back there?
Yeah, give me a good reason.
The reason that they would fence off the lot back there?
Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with it? I mean, come on. There's cars out front, what's the difference?
Hang on, man, let me call you back. I guess I won't answer on behalf of the full Greensboro Police Department. I would tell you from a personal issue. So, you know, we have special teams and things like that that might have sensitive gear. The same, it looks like some of you guys might be former military. The same as former military, you have sensitive gear sometimes.
Sure.
Unfortunately, we can't always keep that gear in facilities per se. And so there might be times when we're pulling that gear out and moving things around.
Well,
And you can understand that.
no, I understand what you're saying. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just saying as far as them going back there, they might be curious as far as the police vehicles. They might want to look at them. I mean, because you guys give tours all the time of like your patrol car. As far as like, do you guys do that coffee with the
So,
kids?
I guess, you're suggesting that we would open it up? I mean, you could,
Maybe for special requests.
you could suggest that. I'm not the person that would make that decision. If you're asking my personal opinion, I wouldn't personally want it to be, but I'm not the decider.
And you give us a tour of a couple of the patrol cars, like throughout the generations. Like, say you still got one of the old Crown Vics, and then you got the Charger.
Would we do a tour for you? Yeah, but I mean, like, a scheduled tour. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, like, Lieutenant Johnson won't walk you out back right now and start to.
So if this is a public lot, right, and then they come, like, folks come in, there's two exits. There's absolutely no marking, it's leading into the area that you just described as.
It's not restricted. I don't know why he's using that terminology. It's not restricted. I do it this all the time.
Yeah,
I just so you know, I deal with this a lot. You videoing still?
Yeah, we're live, man.
Yeah, so I deal with this a lot, and you guys, if you watch me, you guys know that. There might be like a little slight fence, but to the left and to the right of it, it's clearly open. And then there's no signs, here at least, that would indicate that it's restricted. It says like employee parking, but it doesn't say authorized personnel, it doesn't say restricted area or restricted access. So if these people wanted to go back there, which, you know, they did, they're allowed to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. And they never asked y'all to leave, did they?
He did at the very end. He's like, I just want you guys off, you know. Unless you're handicapped, then you can hang out back here and talk to these officers. So it's mixed messages. He's not really sure what he's.
Well, and if they're giving you the runaround, like, oh yes, you can stay, yes, you can leave, and shit, you're unsure, just stay.
Yeah. Well, his demeanor was definitely different than the other guys. The other guys, Jones was okay. He was kind of vocal. The other guy.
Are you recording on the front camera or the rear camera?
The one that's facing you.
Okay, because
this
is the front camera. Okay, yeah, you're good. You're
You
good to go.
All right.
Yeah. I just want to make sure you.
Magic.
You got to tap it 4 times? All right, all 4. The gesture.
I don't want to teach. I'll teach you off camera.
All right.
So you know. Do you have a phone like this?
Well, I know the gestures. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I need to do that.
If you got an iPhone, I'll teach you some stuff.
Yeah, I need to do that.
All right.
Huge dick. Really awesome, nice cop doing his job honoring the Constitution. Still a huge dick.
I did the whole thing, but like.
Is there anyone in the records?
No records.
Yeah, I think Monday through Friday records. Did Johnson disappear?
You know what I'm saying?
Did Johnson? Where did Johnson go?
Hey, did you guys get the bolo yet, the memo? We won't be here long, so it won't matter. Fusion documents.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm just saying key words to see if you, like, you know, understand. Do you guys weren't alerted that we were coming or we're here or anything?
No.
Okay, I was just asking.
No, I saw an email that, what's your name?
That's what I'm gonna do a records request on.
Blind Justice is a YouTube channel, so.
So you saw an email. You got an email.
I got an email from a fellow watch commander who
Okay.
does my job.
I'm doing a records
Who
request.
kind of gets put on the spot like this.
Yeah.
Is it on your email? Is it on
Yeah.
your business email?
Yeah,
Your
if you could check,
police email?
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna do a records request. Is that cool?
Records isn't here right now. Yeah,
Man.
Monday to Friday. No, if you could check with Polly, I'm still waiting on something from her. She refused the records.
Well, you know she's not here.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
It
I
sounds
know.
like you have the most, I guess, official request that I can actually address right now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna have everybody else step out while I do that.
I'd rather someone stays with him than you actually.
He's blind, so that's
Who would you like to which person?
He wants me to stay.
Who's like
Yeah.
the
Just let
sidekick
me
here?
stay.
Yeah, but, okay, so here we go again. This area, just like the fact is restricted, it is a public area that we allow people into, but it's like, can't let you stay here all day, guys.
No, we get,
I think they just wanted to help document this process, this request process, or complaint process.
Let one stay and make sure that he's safe from.
Yes, I'm even good with two. The issue I would have is if we have a crime victim or sexual
no
assault or
worries.
something like that come in here that wants to.
We're not here.
Then, and we're standing here kind of with this circus, I'd like to at least present something there.
we have
So why don't we have two
two.
of you guys hang out?
Right here. Well, the rest of us will.
Cool.
This is a circus?
And,
We're all gonna take off.
right.
We got these guys right here.
Yeah, you don't have to leave,
We're just gonna go outside, obviously, because that's where we have to go outside, right?
yeah, it was just, at least out of here, just so.
If we didn't have cameras, we pick up on that? Yeah.
Pardon?
If we did not have cameras, do we take?
If it wasn't such a circus, I think we could stay.
You know what I mean?
Like, if everybody wants to put, like, just like,
So if everyone puts the cameras
and
down.
just
we can
relaxes
stay in
and
this
chills
public
out,
place.
I just don't want, like, someone else.
We're definitely relaxed, because with you, you've been very kind, you're not Sergeant Dick over there, so we're good.
Right. So if you guys want to stay here, that's cool. Just sit down on the chairs. Just don't be like wandering around and.
Yeah, no problem.
If we have a citizen come in, it doesn't.
I can tell you if a citizen comes in, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, these guys aren't gonna try to point their cameras at
We're
them.
not here. We're not, we don't go.
Okay. So you need a physical complaint form.
Yeah.
Do you want it completed though, right?
Yeah, if you wanna help me fill it out, that'd be great.
Right. And it's addressing.
Well.
I'll tell you what. I'll
yeah,
talk to you and your partner. Let me go in here and try to find that form real
Sure,
quick,
sounds
and then
good.
I'll be back and I'll talk to you and your partner. So if you guys are gonna stay in here, please have a seat. Just chill out, relax.
They did a background on me and somebody died in there and said
Think you
that.
have accommodation forms as well?
They were issued by.
Accommodation for.
They said I was Black Lives Matter.
Like a complaint form, accommodation
I'm not
form?
Black Lives Matter.
It's the polar opposite of complaint form.
I don't know that we have a accommodation, but it sounds like a good suggestion.
Not bad.
Yeah, and they're aware of that.
How do you think Sergeant Dick did today?
Is that the guy that didn't wanna talk to anybody or give his information or identify to the public?
Yeah, he's the guy that wanted to know our identity, but not disclose
Ah,
his.
yeah, I don't think that's, very professional or probably doesn't follow policy or. And then he seemed to not even wanna identify with a blind man.
Which is real, and on top of that, like, I mean, he has no way of knowing, but you've, like, served your country, like, you are still honoring your oath to the Constitution, and he's blindly ignoring his.
Ironically.
Which is, you know what, exactly, no pun intended.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it had his supervisor had to come out, Johnson had to come out and then name him, to the public, because he didn't like being held accountable.
No.
Yeah. Is he still hanging out, or is he?
Yeah, Sergeant Dick is actually right there,
Okay.
right in front of me. I mean, people are gonna call and ask about Sergeant Dick. His actual name, well, his birth name is Sergeant.
Hey, Jeff, is your GoPro good, man? Do you need a battery? You good?
I think I just put one in.
All right. I heard yours beep a while ago.
Yeah, I've just changed it.
All right.
Yeah, well, so we have a thin blue reed. Blue reed. I've seen thin blue lines, thin blue rings.
Have you seen the gold line, the thin gold line?
No.
That's for dispatch.
Oh, that's right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then gray is for correction.
Oh, I didn't hear that one. Yeah. Like everybody wants to be in the political symbol club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're secessionist flags.
Yeah. That's what I was asking you the other night when you had Extra Good Citizen on your phone. I was asking you to try to.
And then a call came in. It disconnected the live feed. It disconnected the phone.
Yeah.
I was so pissed. And then you got arrested just a few minutes after that.
Oh yeah, that time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you said you had something to take care of.
I had a family emergency come in, and I was totally tripping up over it.
Yeah, so I figured if you wanted to call me, you call me. If not, like we went out to go mess around in town and play some Pokemon, and then for a few minutes until the guy.
Until you got, your rights violated.
Yeah.
You were assaulted and kidnapped.
Yeah, exactly.
So you were charged with resisting arrest, but no other
Not
charge.
really resisting an officer. Not resisting. Yeah, different in North Carolina. That's
You're right.
Yeah.
You want to step in here with me
Sure.
and bring, two sides?
Yeah, who's coming with me? Oh.
Fire, man. Here, you want to take my shoulder? Or?
No, I can follow you. I just didn't know that thing.
You got a chair. You got chairs here to your right. I'm just going to here because we got the chairs. All right, cool. Watch out lockbox. Yep. That's your left.
Oh yeah, that's an ADA issue there. If it's more than 4 inches, just so you know, if it's more than 4 inches off the wall, you guys gotta either put something below it or,
Oh, is that right?
or cut it back. Yeah. But that felt like 8 inches maybe.
You can leave that open.
He has de-escalated the situation. He explained things thoroughly. Also,
Man, you want to sit down?
Yeah.
Dude, you can sit down. You have to give me a second here, okay?
Yes, sir.
And a valid concern, because there are a couple issues that are present.
I think this has to do with a PERT request that you guys, but that is not what you're wanting to.
Well, that's part of it. It's been, you know what that dated? That PERT request was probably over a month ago. Records request. And
It's not an official PERT request, it is just a link to a PERT
okay.
request.
An email saying that you came in and were looking for it, and
Mhm.
it's basically saying, by the way, if you need it, here it is.
Oh, you have something available to pick up? Is that what you're saying?
Pardon?
Are you saying if you have something ready for pickup? Is that what that says?
No, it's an email when you came in last time, and I think you had mentioned something about a PERT request. And
Okay.
it was an email from another watch commander to me saying, hey, this is where it is if you need it.
Oh, letting you know that. Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
From Lieutenant Price, I think you spoke with him on a
Yeah, that sounds
prior occasion.
All right. Yeah, I think the initial issue was the records department wasn't trained on receiving records requests orally. So I don't know where that is in processing. I did get a call back from one of your, what did you call them? It's like internal affairs, but it's something else.
Professional standards.
Professional standards, yeah. Got a call from one of those guys recently, and he basically said it's in the same status of just, they're not really sure what to do with it. Donna Gray from the city, the ADA coordinator, she said that she was going to help you guys come into compliance as far as the ADA goes with that railing out there, and with I think there's some bushes that one of these guys said that you guys cut back, or somebody cut back off the sidewalk, and then being able to fill out paperwork and accept vocal or verbal records requests. So I don't know if that training has been disseminated from Donna Gray.
Well, because you came in one time and asked for public information requests, and you asked for it to be filled out.
Right.
So the email I'm looking at is showing me the link. So if you have the request, I can fill it out for you.
It took like 3 times. Eventually they did it. Eventually let me correct that. Eventually the records who's out of the main library. He's the records guy for the city.
Uh-huh.
He's like buried in the library somewhere. I found that guy, and I asked him if there was one submitted from this office, and he said there wasn't. So he actually did it for me in person, and then
So it's been submitted.
yeah, and then
Thank goodness.
but then we
Because
heard,
I've never done one before.
Yeah.
Jumping through the paperwork while I'm being filmed.
well, it's online, so it's an online thing.
Yeah,
and,
and that's what it is. The thing I have is
but the
a link
online
to it
portal
online.
wasn't accessible, so I tried actually to do it with my screen reader, and I couldn't do it. So I think Donna and IT guys hopefully fixed that. I haven't checked yet, but they submitted it. Polly actually responded to it, the attorney here, and she gave some bogus. She cited some state statutes that don't apply to why she said the records I requested were not public records. So we're in the process of appealing that, and that's been a few weeks, and I haven't heard an update. So that's one of the things, is that Polly seems to be blocking public records and giving erroneous statutes. So that's an issue. So I don't know who would, who does she fall under? Does she report to the chief, or Okay, yeah. So maybe that would be a complaint up through the chief that she's blocking access to public records and citing erroneous statutes. And there's email traffic too. I can forward to you if you want to shoot me an email. I can forward all that. For instance, the request I made was to inspect the drug log for the medicines that you guys take from the Lazarus box, or this drug box out here.
Oh, yeah?
And the second one was to inspect the duty roster for the day. And she cited, for the drug box, she cited that GS 132, one of the subsections about emergency plans, emergency access, not being inspectable records. I'm like, how does that have anything to do with the drug box?
I don't know, and I'm glad you're not asking me that, because I don't know how to get in that box. I don't know, the system for how.
Sure. Well, the way that the public records law works is that if there's a record that's readily available, it can be inspected by the public. And so that was for they said that they don't keep the record here, that the Vice keeps it in a different building. I understand that. So then that means I have to set an appointment and then inspect it on that day. The daily duty roster, on the other hand, you guys have on hand. And that's been denied every time I've made that request. So. And that's just a simple, pull it up on a laptop, come into a room like this, say, here's the daily duty roster, bada bing, bada boom, we're done, So it's really making sure the department knows the state law on public records, and that you guys are in compliance. That's one of the complaints. The other one is, this incident up back.
So when you spoke with Ms. Sizemore, she denied the daily roster?
Yeah. Ironically, in her explanation for that, she said that public employee personnel records aren't public record, which is true. There are some parts of that are, and that's who, like the name, their position, like where they're assigned, when they're assigned, and their salary.
I want you to see this.
You know what I mean?
I just want you to know, I've been sitting here, that's all. I just want you to know that the thing I'm trying to log into, believe it or not, as stressful as the situation is, the internet is not working right now.
Yeah.
Let me I'm gonna keep refreshing. See, I may have to go in here and physically plug this computer in.
That's fine.
My air card's not working.
So if you don't have an official complaint form, if you just want to write it down on notebook paper.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
That's fine.
Because I don't have the form, I am certainly willing to take a complaint and send it wherever you want.
Yeah, let's just do it.
And I will just do that right here.
Let's do it as simple as we can.
I asked your name before, but you didn't give it to me.
I gave you the card. You can use that. You can use Blind Justice for the
complaint?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, so what he's doing right now is requiring legally filed complaint, not retail. And they'll tell you that, hey.
And all this contact information will be your contact?
Yeah, it's insightisfree@gmail.com.
You said I could keep this, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, and your complaint is?
So one, it's for Polly, I don't know her last name, the attorney here. She's blocking access to public records. We sent an appeal through Kurt, the public records guy, to hear back a response from her office about why she's blocking the records, and we haven't heard anything. It's been a few weeks.
Okay, let me try to.
Yeah, you can reword that however you want.
I don't think, I'm not certain. I will forward this to professional standards.
It's probably gonna go to the chief.
I don't know if she that's right, I'll forward this and they'll forward it wherever it needs to be, but I don't know that she necessarily falls under professional standards.
Yeah.
But I will certainly.
I think it'd probably be at the
responded to
executive. admin probably.
A PERT request?
Yeah, so she responded. She just hasn't responded to the appeal. We're getting nothing from her office and no kind of updates. She hasn't given an explanation why she put erroneous statutes on the denial. Yeah.
Appeal for, and then believes utilizing erroneous statutes to deny access.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and I had a pretty good conversation with Kurt, the public records guy. He's over all the public records for the city, and he was in agreement. He's like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. The statutes she gave don't have anything to do with the records requested. So. And that's his.
Okay.
That's his whole job. His public records, so he knows it pretty thoroughly.
So number one, what I have is Ms. Sizemore hasn't responded to the PERT request or hasn't responded to the appeal for PERT request, and you believe that she's quoted erroneous statutes as a reason.
Denial service. Yep.
Okay.
And then complaint two would be just the incident in the back parking lot here with Hall, his demeanor.
Sergeant Wall.
Oh, is that Wall, not Hall? Oh, excuse me, Wall. Yeah.
And officer, and is that just a general courtesy?
Well, I mean, it's probably a violation of your guys' policy. Are you required to identify according to policy if a public asks?
Yes.
Yeah, so he failed to identify several of these guys, and then when I tried to ask him his name and informing him that I'm blind, I can't even see if he's wearing a uniform, if he's wearing a name tag or anything. He still refused. It wasn't until you got there that we got a name.
You might not know, I mean, I know you think it's pretty obvious, but it gets stressful when you guys come up and everybody's like pointing cameras at you. All right, but I'm not making excuses here. So he failed to identify himself, and that's the complaint against him. And then you said Officer Nance.
I didn't have an encounter with him, but if you want to throw stuff on there.
Yeah, Officer Nance, just not only was he unprofessional, he refused to answer any of our questions. He informed me that he does not work for the public. It was just his overall demeanor and how aggressive he was.
Courtesy, just general
his
courtesy.
behavior.
I mean, obviously, we film everything.
Yeah.
So we can look general.
It doesn't reflect well
for
on
us,
your
it would be a
department.
courtesy violation.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that's what we, general courtesy. Does that satisfy you?
Yeah.
All right, and do you want to give me your name?
No.
Okay, I assume you are,
I mean,
are you blind justice or everybody's blind?
Blind justice is a concept,
Okay.
Minerva holding the
So
scales.
blind justice is the complaint for the complaining entity.
It's a concept that there should be, equal access, and that it shouldn't be treated whether or not, if I'm wearing some kind of blue line symbology and they know that I used to be in law enforcement, I might get special treatment, It may have gone differently, right? Back there with Mr. was it Wall or Hall?
Wall.
Yeah.
Wall.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
But
We've kicked other people off of that.
Sure, but the concept is that it's equal treatment,
ones.
equal access, for everybody.
Yeah.
So, but I guess this little
The box.
You may put that down. I'll let Donna Gray know about that too. That's an ADA issue, and then the handrails in the front. She's aware of the handrails.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah,
I can shoot her an email and say.
Sure, I'll let Donna know. But if you want to send it to her too, because you
All right.
saw it, but it's back here. Because you can probably describe exactly where this is better
Black
than I can.
box and haven't fixed a handrail that.
The handrails at the front entrance. Yeah. She's aware of that.
All right, I will shoot her an email.
Cool.
About those two things. And is there anything else I can do for you guys?
I think that's it right now. The records I know are closed, so it's just making sure that you guys have this, and hopefully you'll check into it and do some retraining and bring everybody up to
We'll do
speed.
that. And I'll definitely send you my schedule so that you don't show up when I'm here.
All right. Let Price deal with me, yeah?
Put me in the box. That's right. I want to make you guys come when Lieutenant Price is working.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, Price didn't handle it quite as well as you have, so take that for what it is, Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for stopping by. Do you have any more stop-offs today?
Possibly.
Any other government entities?
Maybe.
Okay.
Always possible. The day is young.
We got nothing to do with that.
Excuse me.
So where can we find the press release on the suicide last night? My guess guess would be to go back, seriously, go back over there and see what they tell you.
Hey, Johnson, is that right?
Yeah, 'cause I don't know anything about it.
It made the press.
You know, did it make the press?
Yeah.
The official statement from News and Record?
Oh, we would.
It's not going to be through here, yeah.
That's Guilford County.
Yeah, Sheriff's Office.
Greensboro PD.
Probably on Facebook. Look on Facebook.
What about, do you have a comment on I know the head of your vice department was like let go or fired recently.
Oh, no, I wouldn't comment on it.
No comment on that?
That'd be a personnel issue.
Yeah.
Out of my wheelhouse,
That's the
brother.
difference between us.
Yeah, all right, man. Oh, I'm going to have to do another records request, so when's the records
We
open?
wouldn't have
You know?
anything to do with that.
But that's messed up.
Monday, like 8 or 9?
Yeah. Man, you put me on the spot. I think 8 or 9 on Monday.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks.
I can find it. You know what? It's posted right here. I'll find out.
We did meet some good officers.
I want to say it's 9 a.m.
Okay.
Monday morning. I know the folks on the other
Yeah, I might be able to just send it to Kurt and let him help me with it. So, all right, appreciate it.
You headed out? Hey, it's good to
Yeah, I
meet you,
think
man.
I'm done.
I'm shaking your hand.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right, brother.
Appreciate you guys stopping by. Thanks for honoring your own educating.
And automatically the cover up starts. You guys send this over here, then send this over there. They want to delete all the documents. This is why everybody should pick up a camera, know your rights, so you not end up in the dungeons.
Records 8 a.m.
8 a.m. All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, you guys have a good night.
Watch your step. It's really sleepy.
Yeah. You're good. You're good. I got a door in the basement of my house, and somebody came.
I don't want to be on one of those negative sites.
You got my yeah. There's a few lives going right now. Yeah. You're doing all right. You're doing all right. Yeah. Hi, man.
Not everybody I interact with. Wait, you're super tall right now. Right now, you're a big Johnson. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mr. Atlas. I appreciate it. Look, Sergeant Wall is smiling now.
Hey.
We found the smile. Thank you. Look at that. He smiled. I just found the unicorn, basically. That's all it's about. That's good. See, happy ending. All right, send it to my PayPal. Send it to my PayPal, okay?
We all smile when we feel better. I hope.
All right.
Good.
You guys take it easy.
Thanks. I didn't hear what you guys were doing.
Yeah. Yeah.